I'm Melvin Mangada of TBWA Santiago, Mangada, Puno in Manila, and I'm a jury member of the outdoor competition. This year, there were, I think, more than 4,000 entries. It was a record according to the organizers, and it was grueling. We're on our fourth day. First 2 days, we just had to, view the work and weed out the stuff that we don't want to spend more time on. And yesterday we went through a short list. It was a very long day for us. We finished around 11:30 p.m. Trying to tighten the list, and we made sure that each jury member was happy with the list before leaving the session. Oliver Altman, the jury president, was a true French gentleman. He was very polite and was able to manage all of us elegantly. My thoughts on the work. Well, there was a discussion yesterday on whether technology is trying to catch up with our ideas, or if we creatives are trying to catch up with technology. So it was a huge discussion there, and on my observation on the work, specifically digital outdoor, I think there was so much work that was driven by technology. There's nothing wrong with that if the technology was working properly for the idea. But what I noticed is that the technology was driving the idea, and it was a bit painful to watch because I was more interested in this new video projection mapping, where they use this new technology projecting stuff on buildings, and I was hoping I would see good work using that technology. But all of a sudden it became such a the executions were like a showcase of the technology more than the idea. Philippines. It's a beautiful day for Philippines.
I have slept till 4 in the morning because of the announcement.
We have 6 finalists, and it's good. We don't know what's going to happen today. We'll be giving medals to the short list today, and we excelled more on the traditional kind of outdoor work. There's nothing wrong with that, probably because of the analog environment that we have in Manila. The work, I noticed that the work from countries like Japan weren't as high tech as they would say, which is good, because again you would see ideas that weren't dictated by technology. The argument and the discussion revolved around one statement. Is technology trying to catch up with our ideas, or are we trying to catch up with technology? And the choices of the jury members that have won medals last night prove that ideas rule. That if it's an idea that's very insightful, that touches the heart of the consumer, and it's artfully done, it's gonna win. We've seen so many ideas that were driven by this new technology, video projection mapping, and they were all dictated by the very technology that was used, and there was not much idea really. And so the jury members were there just like consumers, just like normal people, looking at the work, judging the work. But of course, as ad people, we also have this back-end knowledge and insight of how things can be done, and that's where chose the best. I think the Jay-Z campaign deserves the Grand Prix. It was a unanimous decision. I had my personal favorites, but Jay-Z campaign cut across all kinds of outdoor categories. They had the traditional billboards, they had ambient, they had stunts. 350 billboards. Yeah, for big markets like America and the UK, 300 may not be huge, but the way the agency used the available space was staggering, and that's why we gave Jay-Z the Grand Prix.